Ask any runner why they run, and they'll say it's a feeling, timeless in its simplicity, intense, hypnotic, addictive. Yet fate isn't kind to runners. Injury can strike at any time. And despite all the innovation and billions of dollars spent on running shoes, injury rates haven't changed. We thought it's time for a different approach, so we imagined a world where machines inspired by nature allow runners to train without injury. A world where regular people can rediscover the pleasure of running without the fear of getting hurt. We call it bionic running, and it's set to challenge conventional notions of running training. With this non-impact closed kinetic chain, you can say goodbye to awkward foot strikes, say goodbye to strains from overextension, and goodbye to impact fatigue. In fact, the bionic runner lets you train hard from day one to rapidly reach your peak potential while limiting the amount of actual running you need to do. You can still perform advanced techniques like resistance, overspeed, intervals, threshold, and fartlek training. By transferring high-risk training activities to our bike, when you do run, you can focus on improving the economy of your gait, so you arrive at events fast, fit, and uninjured. We began our design process by asking runners what they love about running. First they said they love being outdoors, so we decided it had to be a bike. Next they said they love the convenience. You can run anywhere, anytime. So we made it a folding bike, so you can take it in your car wherever you run. Most importantly, they love the feeling and intensity of running. No other exercise comes close. So we studied running, but it wasn't easy. We spent 3 years, we built 6 radically different prototypes, testing theories using science. We discovered that only a mechanism with 60-40 swing stance phase timing can replicate the feeling and intensity of running. This is why bionic running feels like running, and this sets the bionic runner apart from all previous non-impact cross trainers. These insights are groundbreaking, and our results have been published in peer-reviewed sports science journals. Then our kids said,
"But Dad, you gotta make it look cool."
And you can't let your kids down. So we gave our bike unique styling with a jet black anodized finish, red accents, and fly-cut embossed lettering forged right into the parts. It also had to be strong, so regardless of whether you're an Ironman or a weekend warrior, our bike is engineered to withstand the abuse of daily use. And it had to be precise. All the parts are 3D forged or extruded, machined to exacting tolerances, heat treated for strength, surface finished for protection, and bonded together for precision. So whether you run for fitness, fun, or competition, it's time to discover the joy of running without injury with a bionic runner from Run4. You'll run better with bionics.
We are all fascinated by the beauty of snowy mountain peaks. However, getting to enjoy that view can be quite tricky and even dangerous. Every step should be considered. Snowshoes have been used for centuries to get us around in areas with deep snow. However, they aren't widely used today as winter equipment, since they are inconvenient to carry and take up a lot of space. Nevertheless, they are extremely useful in various situations, and this is how the idea of Smallfoot was born.
Здравейте, казвам се Петър и съм създателят на Smallfoot, първите надуваеми снегоходки. Smallfoot е идея родена от нуждата, разработвана и тествана от хора, занимаващи се с зимни спортове.
4 years ago, while hiking, Peter got stuck in the deep snow and could not get out. He wished he had something he could take out of his backpack to save him, but he wasn't equipped well enough. When searching for gear to fit his needs, he was surprised to find that there was nothing suitable on the market. That's when the concept of compact snowshoes came to his mind. After several years of hard work, development, and successful tests, we are very excited to introduce to you Smallfoot, the pocket snowshoes.
Measuring tapes help us measure distances and the dimensions of different objects. But a measuring tape doesn't work in every situation. Why isn't there a single tool that lets us measure everything? Now, there is. Introducing Bagel, the smart tape measure. Bagel lets you measure just about anything, at home and at work. Bagel has 3 different modes: string mode, wheel mode, and remote mode. String mode is great for measuring straight lines, curves, and around corners. Wheel mode lets you measure irregular or odd-shaped objects. And it also makes taking measurements with one hand much easier. Remote mode lets you measure objects that are far away and out of your reach. After you're done measuring, you'll need a way to record your measurements. Using pen and paper can be a real hassle. With Bagel, you can quickly and easily save your measurements with voice descriptions. Just take your measurement, push the Save button, and then tag a voice memo to it.
Door of the Future Radar.
When you're done, Bagel will send your measurements to Bagel's mobile app via Bluetooth. This mobile application lets you review your saved measurements and share them with your friends. Bagel is precise. It uses our patented technology to make sure you always get an accurate measurement. Also, Bagel has an easy-to-read digital display that's viewable in most lighting conditions.
In the past few years, all sorts of measuring devices have become smarter and made our lives easier. Smart scales, smart thermometers, and even smart watches. But when it comes to measuring size, we still use a tape measure which is more than a century old. Why don't we innovate the way we measure size? So we created Bagel, a smart tape measure. We put a lot of effort into creating Bagel. Our team worked night and day to make the best quality product with this friendly design. We have our final prototype that is ready for mass production. Now we need your help to deliver this amazing product to everyone. Please help us bring this Bagel to life. Thank you.
Size matters. Bagel.
It's been 3 years since college, and now I work all the time in the lab. And so I've been looking for a wearable device that can help me become fit. I realized very soon that all the wrist-based gadgets are trying to get data from the wrong part of the human body, the wrist. The wrist is about the worst place to measure steps, calories, or heart rate, and a sensor just can't maintain contact with it all the time. But if you place a sensor in the ear, well, that's a different story. 24 months and many versions of the story later, I arrived at the lightest, smallest, and most accurate health monitor in the world, Flip. At 8 grams, you can never feel its weight. It has no buttons or USB slots, you don't need them. It also charges wirelessly. We designed Flip to be simple and effortless. Wear it, tap it twice, it will buzz back saying it's ready. You now have a loyal friend who can help you bring a change in your life. Ears have no bones, no muscles, but they have a rich network of blood vessels that carry lots of information about your heart and your health. Flip carefully listens to the stories that your blood vessels narrate. It measures your heart rate, recovery heart rate, respiration rate, steps you take, and the calories you burn while active and while resting. But what's the use of this information if you can't share it with your trainer? Now he knows how much to push your heart and get you the best results. He can keep tabs on how your body is responding and suggest new ways to make you fitter and stronger. I have to tell you about this marvelous measurement called the heart rate variability that helps predict the onset of cardiac-related issues. And Flip has an app for your grandfather that watches over his heart. And how cool is that? Flip holds on by a magnetic flap that's gentle, firm, and adjustable. It doesn't interfere with spectacles, headphones, or anything else that you want to wear. And Flip is not a concept anymore, it's a reality. We have 150 devices ready to ship. We're already tooling down to make 1,000 more. There's a vast and complex world inside your body. And Flip is designed to listen to just a bit of what's happening inside and help you change.